What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Happy Monday, by the way. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you all have a great week as well. So in this video, we're going to break down 3 oversold stocks that I'm looking at right now. We're going to go over the charts, my thoughts, key levels, all that good stuff. And we're also going to break down the indexes, which as of now, we're looking pretty green. It's currently about 12:45, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have the Russell up 0.6%, the Dow's up 0.02%. So pretty much, guys, how we're looking right now is the Russell's up a good chunk, but the other 3 are pretty much at break even, leaning more towards the green. So I guess they are technically green, but not wildly in the green, if that makes any sense, right? As the VIX is down 3.4%, and we have silver up over 1%, gold's at break even. We have oil probably doing what oil does best, guys, which recently has been going up, but no, today actually oil is down 1.1%. Either way, we're going to break down the indexes and these 3 stocks in this video, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and feel free to check out the Patreon where you get all my buys, the Discord chat, you get access to my private portfolio. All of that is linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, let's get into it. So like I said, it's currently about 12:50 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have all the indexes. Now they're actually starting to creep back up, not so much break even. Now the S&P's at 0.15% in the green. Either way, guys, we're slightly in the green for the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, as the small caps are doing very well. Let me pull up SPY very quickly so we can see the price action this morning. We've been struggling right under the 180 SMA here on the 1-hour chart, actually right by the highs from Friday as well. If I pull this 5-day up on SPY, you guys can see on Friday we struggled to break above 520, and that's kind of where we've been failing intraday today. You guys can see right here on SPY here. So if we're able to get out of there, maybe start pushing the highs from Thursday, being about 523, 524, that would be ideal for the bulls here in the short term. And in general, if we break out of this downtrend here, quote unquote downtrend. Let's not get too confused overall. I mean, look, we're still uptrending, but in the very short term here, we are noticing these lower highs. You guys see this? So for us to get out of that, bulls to get out of that, SPY's going to have to break the mid 520s, 520, 523 to, 525 in general. That's going to need to break. And that's kind of what I'm watching for this week and just in the short term in general. And looking at triple Q here, guys, it's pretty much the same thing, right? What we're noticing on the 4-hour chart is, or this is the 2-hour chart, either way, let's pull the 4-hour up. We can see we've been struggling at about 445, 450 the last month and a half. And if I pull this 20-day up and clear the drawing set, we can see how we've been making these lower highs really over the past 2 weeks. Do you guys see these lower highs being put in right here? But at the same time, higher lows. So we do kind of have a wedge here on triple Q and maybe even on SPY. Let me actually look at SPY. Do we have a wedge here? Yeah, I guess you can make that same argument. Higher lows being made. You guys see that? So that's kind of how we're looking here to kick off the week. We're about halfway through this Monday. Again, almost 1 p.m. right now on the East Coast. So with that being said, guys, we're slightly in the green. The Russell's up. Let's break down 3 stocks that I'm looking at now that are pretty oversold. In my opinion, they're not completely obliterated down 90% from highs or anything like that, but they're pulling back a good chunk. And well, in this case, Macy's, the first one, it's actually starting to reverse. It's up around 4% on the day right now, guys, and we can see we are down from $22 from around 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. We hit $22. Now we're at $19.30, so we're still down about 13% from the recent highs. And look at this. If I pull this 4-hour chart up, notice how Macy's pulled down, all right, and we're holding a higher low. And notice how now we're starting to break back over 19 and we're pushing towards these moving averages here, which if we break out of these moving averages, guys, being right here, we could start flying, in my opinion, towards 21, towards 22 again. And if you notice, if I extend this this chart, maybe on the 1-year chart, we can see, look, 17's a big level, 1675. We're well above that. That held. That's great. But you're also going to notice maybe on the 3-year chart, if I zoom in a bit here, yeah, about $19 is a major level, right? 19.10. That's actually the high from this period right here, from back in March of actually last year, April of last year. We were struggling to break out of $19. Then we actually went all the way down to $10. But now that we're starting to retake that level, right, you guys can see now Macy's is trading in this gap again. So like I said, maybe towards, the low mid 20s is where this thing could be going, as it is starting to turn right back up right after this sell-off that it's experienced. So that's the first one, ticker symbol M, and the next one is block, ticker symbol SQ, which obviously in the grand scheme of things is still up massively. It's not oversold compared to where it was, back in October, where it was at $38. But if we zoom in a bit here, in the very short term, we actually are pretty beaten up. The stock was at $87 back in the middle of March, not even a month ago, and we just hit $72 on Friday morning, it looks like, right? Last week. So we were down 17% at one point, and it looks like we kind of got a V-shaped recovery, or not Monday morning, Friday morning. Let me pull this 5-day up. Maybe not. I guess you can say that's a V-shaped recovery, right? Yeah. So we saw a big drop to 72, V-shaped recovered, and it seems like we've been recovering ever since. Now we're actually heading towards the highs from the beginning of this month. Well, I guess we're still technically in the beginning of the month, but from the 3rd of April, we hit about $80, $79. So let's see if we could retake that. If we start getting out of there, guys, going back to the 4-hour chart, I feel like Square could really be breaking out, especially if we start taking the highs out from the end of last year, which I guess are right around $80, $81. That could be the breakout spot. So I'm liking SQ here. I'm also liking, believe it or not, well, this is the most risky one on the list, but I'm still watching it. DJT is the ticker, which you guys know. This one gets more and more oversold, or at least it has been recently. So it had that initial hype rally. Well, it's been having many of the hype rallies over the last couple of months, but this one has really started to pop, in other words, or the bubble, if you will. The rally has, disappeared for now, right? We're down from $80 to $36, and now we're at literally right now the lows from the last couple of months, pretty much from this entire year. We've held right around $35, $40 per share, and now we're testing that level. So if DJT breaks under $35 per share, guys, this could start slipping, and it could start slipping fast. But I'm thinking, when is the next rally going to come? Because I don't think this is necessarily done quite yet. I don't think it's done quite yet. Not saying it's going to go back to 80 or go back to 100 in the first place, or 150 or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is there's probably going to be more volatility, some more rallies here, but probably some more selling as well. This is one of those stocks that's going to be, moving up 50% in the span of 2 months, for example, hypothetically, then down 20%, then up 50%, down 60% for all we know. Who knows? But that's what I'm thinking this one's going to be like, and well, I'm watching it for that reason, as now we are down maybe a little bit too much in the short term, 55%. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get your 7 fractional shares for Moo of the Mag 7 stocks by using that link down below, checking out the QR code right here, or by going to stasurfest.com/Moo. And once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, that's when you get your 7 fractional shares of the Mag 7 stocks. Or guys, listen to this, you can opt for the other option if you bring your account over to Moomoo for the first time, you get a 1.5% cash reward match, which essentially, let's say you bring over a $10,000 account, you get $150 for free by doing that. So check out all the details down below on the QR code right here, or go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo, and I'll catch you all in the next video.